Welcome, you curious mind, to a deep dive into something really compelling today.
Definitely.
We're not just looking at, some new game content. We're digging into a personal story, a
Hmm.
really cunning challenge, and, well, an expansion that sounds like it pushes players right to their strategic edge.
Absolutely. It feels different.
Yeah, we're unpacking the Black Metro Project Raid Starter Guide. It seems like a gold mine of info for this pretty high-stakes addition to the game.
It really
Our
is.
mission basically is to pull out the key stuff, the lore, the game-changing mechanics, everything that makes this expansion the final test, they call it. We want to give you that shortcut.
And it really goes beyond just adding bits and pieces. It feels like an evolution for Black Metro, weaving this antagonist's backstory right into how you play.
So it's not just an add-on.
No, exactly. It's like a narrative event. It pulls you deeper into the whole world, and it kind of redefines what facing the ultimate challenge even means in this game.
Okay, let's get into that. It starts with this Overlord Draco character, the Counter King.
Hmm.
After the big tournament, he's got, well, nothing but time on his hands, it says. Officially still the leader, but not really. His fire's going out.
Yeah, it's quite a setup, almost tragic for someone so powerful.
It raises that question, right? What does someone like that do when they hit that kind of existential wall?
Right, and Drekka's answer, a blaze of glory, a last hurrah, as the guide puts it. He's trying to distract himself from, well, the overwhelming nothingness of simply existing.
Wow.
Yeah, even while his body's betraying him with these sporadic heat surges. It sounds awful, frankly. Pure hell.
So this personal struggle, this sort of crisis, that's the whole reason for this challenge he sets up for you, the player.
Precisely. It provides this really deep context for why it's so intense.
And this is where it really hits the gameplay.
Hmm.
He remembers his glory days, the Great War, getting that Counter King name because he could, like, flip any situation,
His unparalleled ability to reverse the odds, yeah. He wants to be that guy again at his peak.
which leads him to Project Raid, research artificial intelligence development.
Exactly. He's basically built this whole thing as the perfect way to test his new AI design.
So the expansion is, it's his personal project
Mm.
to get his groove back.
In a way, yeah. Reclaim that glory, find some meaning. And you're the test subject.
And this final test, it's not just like a practice run. It's against this pseudo-invading force, the GDF, kind of mimicking the tournament.
Right, but the stakes are way, way higher.
The guide is pretty blunt.
Mhm.
Merely securing districts will not be enough. You must fight with the intent to kill or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, none of this merciful opponent stuff like before. The GDS soldiers are playing for keeps.
So it completely shifts how you have to play, from controlling areas to just elimination.
Fundamentally, it demands a much more aggressive, decisive approach. You can't just fence it.
And to make it even harder, the politics are bad, the actual tower's defenses are up. It's tough to manipulate things.
Right, so you, the player, you start pretty much where you did in the original tournament. Back in the hot seat.
But the fire's hotter this time, designed by Draco himself.
Exactly. And stepping back, that's kind of the genius of it, right? You're not just playing against rules, you're tangled up in this powerful guy's personal quest.
Makes the struggle feel significant, personal even.
Totally. It's not just another game, it feels like a real moment in the Black Metro story.
Okay, so how does all that story stuff translate into the actual game pieces and rules?
Well, Project Raid introduces two main new game modes, AI mode and Raid mode.
Right. AI mode, you're against the game's AI controlling Draco. Raid mode.
Another human player takes on the role of Draco. So head-to-head, player versus player, but one player is this super-powered antagonist.
Adds a whole different dynamic of it. Human versus human cunning.
For sure. And the expansion is loaded with new components that really shake things up, reflecting Draco's tricks.
Okay, like what?
First, there's the opposition card. This gives Draco some really powerful effects.
What?
Like automatically getting special personnel, think unique elite units, fortifications to beef up his spots, new tech.
And it messes with you using the black event dice, too. Those random, usually bad events.
Yep, it triggers disruptions. So he's constantly getting stronger and throwing wrenches in your plans.
Wow, okay. So that card alone means he's always applying pressure.
It's foundational. He gets these automatic gains, so you can't just hope to outproduce him easily.
Strategy-wise, you need to be proactive then. Hit him before he snowballs.
Exactly. Punch holes early, disrupt his plans, because just reacting won't cut it.
Gotcha. Then there's the Astral Tower landmark.
Right, a double-sided landmark that goes over District 11, turns that key area into a heavily fortified battlefield. Prime defenses, the works.
His personal fortress, basically.
Pretty much, it makes you totally rethink how you approach district control near it. You either avoid it, find another way, or gear up for a massive fight.
Okay, next. Retali Armor Technology. This very Draco. It's an opposition tech card.
Okay.
Its whole purpose is to be a deterrent. When you attack the opposition, you suffer strain.
Ouch. So attacking him hurts you back?
Yep. Makes you really weigh every single attack.
You really have to prioritize, maybe rethink your whole combat approach to manage that strain buildup.
Makes you really second-guess going aggressive. Is the damage worth the strain?
That's clever. Forces tactical decisions, not just bum rushing him.
Precisely. It reflects his Counter King past, maybe. Then you have opposition missions.
More stuff for him.
Yeah, these push the opposition player, AI or human, to be aggressive. They give him goals. And importantly, unlike player missions, these are uncapped in how much power they can generate.
Uncapped, so his power can just keep growing.
Potentially, yeah. It creates this sense of a constantly escalating threat. But players get something too. Force favor upgrades.
Ah, okay. A lifeline.
Sort of. There are level 3 upgrades. You get one randomly at setup. They give you a chance to benefit when certain events trigger from that black event die.
So you can sometimes turn his chaotic influence to your advantage.
A little bit, yeah. It adds some counterplay, some hope, gives each player a unique little edge against the storm.
Nice.
Okay, last couple of components. Searing Domain landmark, Obliteration landmark. Sounds bad.
Yeah, that one comes into play when a certain condition is met. Suggests a late-game threat that can really change the board state drastically. Obliteration sounds pretty final.
Specifically can't be placed where Draco already has units.
So he won't accidentally blow up his own guys, tactical even in destruction.
Seems so.
What about units? Does he get special troops?
He gets the Draconite unit. It's a special personnel just for him. It's tough 5 strength.
Pretty beefy.
Yeah. But if you manage to overwhelm it, you get a bonus 3 power. So it's this high-risk, high-reward target.
Okay, tempting, but dangerous.
Exactly.
It's incredibly tough to deal with, and when it appears, things just got serious.
So all these things together, the card, the tower, the tech, the missions, the unit, it's all designed to just keep hammering you.
It embodies his tricks to keep the pressure on. He holds the relic, the tower is his base.
Yeah.
It makes him dynamic, unpredictable. You absolutely cannot rely on just one strategy. Man, okay, so putting it all together. The constant meddling from the opposition card, the tower looming there, Retali Armor punishing attacks, his missions driving him forward. What's the biggest shift you feel when playing with all this?
It's the Alvis. The feeling of being besieged, I think.
Yeah.
Draco's influence is everywhere. It's not just one powerful unit or location.
Yeah.
He's in the events. He punishes aggression. He's got uncapped scoring potential.
Yeah.
It forces you to play differently. More cautiously, maybe, or perhaps more desperately. It's definitely not just Black Metro with a new boss. It feels like his game, and you're trying to survive in it.
Wow. Okay, so it's intense. Now, you mentioned AI or human control. Project Raid gives you 2 ways to face him, right?
Yes, exactly. 2 distinct modes, AI mode and Raid mode.
AI mode is, well, obvious. The game runs Draco.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's an AI-controlled opposition. There are specific rules for how he behaves. Interestingly, the AI doesn't use things like upgrade cards or most base game tech cards that aren't for battle or resource trackers or even a player mat.
No player mat? How does that work?
It's streamlined. The focus is purely on his objectives, his aggression. It's designed to simulate Draco, not just simulate a player. It cuts out the stuff you wouldn't care about.
Gotcha. So it's a tailored AI opponent, not just a generic one. Makes it feel more thematic, I guess.
Definitely. Then you have Raid mode. That's where one player becomes the overlord.
Ah, the player versus players setup.
Right. One person takes on the role of Draco, using all his special cards and rules against the other players who are still the candidates. Direct competition. Human cunning versus human cunning.
Fun. But either way, AI or human, the guide says Draco is one of the most dangerous entities within the Black Metro universe.
Oh, yeah. You're in for a fight no matter who or what is controlling him.
So how does that AI actually play in AI mode? Does it follow specific logic?
It does. The rules detail it quite well. For acquiring power, for example, the AI gains power mainly through domination, combat zones, missions, and syndicate backings, those political support things.
Standard ways, mostly.
Mostly. But here's a key thing. The AI will assign personnel to a district even if it already has units there.
Oh. Why? That doesn't seem efficient.
It's not about efficiency in the normal sense. It's
Yeah.
about presence, about overwhelming force. It just keeps piling on, no hesitation.
Relentless pressure. Okay. What else?
For district resolution, it keeps it simple. Only resolves combat zone and, in multiplayer, the gladiator arena. Straight conflict.
Skips the other stuff.
Yeah, focuses on the fight. For missions, it fulfills them at the earliest possible opportunity. No strategic waiting, just grab the points, push the advantage.
Aggressive.
Very.
Every completed mission is power, and that power adds up fast.
And its tech path is fixed. Retali armor first, then battle techs.
Yep. In ascending order each round. Predictable but relentless.
A double-edged sword. You know what's coming.
But you also know it is coming. You have to factor in that steady increase in its power. It's a guaranteed rising threat.
So how do you counter that relentless drive?
Yeah.
Especially with tricky stuff like its jokers. It starts with 2.
Yeah, and that makes things like fortune duels really dangerous if you go for a high-value elite fortune and it has jokers.
You have to roll well, or it just cancels you out with a joker.
Basically, yeah. You roll, and if you don't succeed outright, boom, joker negation, so you need really good timing, or maybe just avoid those high-risk duels unless you're sure.
It's the Counter King AI living up to the name.
Definitely feels like it.
And it's also about what the AI doesn't do. It can't recruit subordinates or promote personnel.
Right. Its forces on the board are powerful, but kind of finite in how they refresh. If you overwhelm its regular personnel, they go back to its backup, and you get 2 power. Standard stuff.
But the Draconite unit.
Ah, yeah. If you manage to overwhelm that beast, you get an extra 3 power.
That's huge. A massive incentive to target it, despite the risk.
Absolutely. It highlights its role as a key strategic objective, not just a big threat.
So understanding these AI specifics, its aggression, its limitations, where it's strong, where it's weak, that's the key.
It's crucial. It's not like playing a human. You need to know its script, its weaknesses, to beat it.
Okay.
Okay, stepping back a bit. Beyond the core modes, there are these optional things too, right? Imperatives.
Yes, and these can really change the game. They're optional modules that add significant new rules or systems.
Rule-bending stuff.
Totally. Like the Trade Agreement Imperative. This formally introduces deals.
Deals, like trading resources.
Resources, cards, agreements, pretty much anything you can negotiate. If you resolve the deal right away, it's binding. If it's a promise for later, well, that's non-binding. Trust is involved.
Oh, okay.
You can even agree to share tech for free, or one player can offer to take on strain for another if someone else helps them out. The only rule is no deals while an effect is resolving.
That completely changes the player interaction. Suddenly you're wheeling and dealing, making alliances, maybe temporary ones.
Absolutely. It adds this whole diplomatic or maybe cutthroat layer on top of the conflict. Lots more table talk.
Sounds amazing. What's the other one?
The Crisis Committee. This gives every player voting power.
Voting. On what?
On the outcome of events, including, get this, which district gets bombed each round by the standard event effects.
Whoa! So players can collectively decide where the damage goes, or fight over it.
Exactly. It turns random event chaos into something players can influence politically. Adds another layer of strategy and negotiation.
Man, those imperatives sound like they could make every game feel really different. More player agency over the chaos.
They definitely inject a lot of variability and interaction, but there are other little details too that add depth, like those jokers for the opposition player.
Yeah. You said they're strong counters.
They are, but they're also destiny fortune cards.
Yeah.
If the opposition player, human or AI, ends the game with jokers still in hand, they score 3 power each. So hoarding them is also valuable.
Another tough choice for the Draco player. Use them now or save them for points.
Right. So after all that, battling a Counter King, dodging his traps, maybe taking down the Draco Knight. What's the payoff? The final test evaluation.
Well, in AI mode, the lore for the final round is amazing. Draco himself basically says, okay, I'm coming down.
Seriously.
Yeah, I will descend upon the battlefield myself. I shall await your challenge if you so dare. He's on the Astral Tower roof in a menacing jet black Doom mecha suit.
Wow, a proper boss battle.
That's personal. He's not just running the simulation anymore. He is the final boss, face to face.
It ramps up the stakes incredibly. And that
Yeah.
ties into the AI evaluation too. Winning isn't just about having the most points on the tracker.
How does that work?
There's an evaluation system. Things like whether you manage to overwhelm the Draconite unit can rank you highly, maybe even higher than someone with more raw power points. It encourages going after specific thematic objectives.
So it rewards playing heroically, in a way.
Kind of, yeah. It's a more nuanced victory. So really, Project Raid, it's not just more cards. It's this whole crafted experience, narrative, mechanics, player interaction, all designed to push you against this really memorable, tragic antagonist.
So we've really dug into Overlord Dracow's Project Raid now. We've seen his personal crisis fueling this final test. We've looked at all the new bits and pieces, the cards, the landmarks, the rules.
Yeah, the opposition card, Retaliar armor, the uncapped missions,
Yeah.
all designed to make him feel relentless.
And we've explored the AI in raid modes, how the AI specifically tries to capture his personality.
And those imperatives, trade agreement, crisis committee, they just open up whole new ways to play and interact. It creates this really dynamic opponent, whether it's the clever AI or, your friend embodying Draco.
Yeah, it forces you to adapt, to think about why he's doing what he's doing, not just what he's doing.
Exactly. It's not just rules, it's personality.
And for you, the listener, the learner, this deep dive really shows how you can weave a powerful story, a character's internal conflict, right into the game mechanics. It makes you think critically, not just about winning, but about the opponent. Makes it this incredibly dynamic, high-stakes fight against, one of the most dangerous entities in the universe.
The strategic depth sounds immense. You need to be adaptable, think critically.
And just be willing to face that Counter King challenge head on. It really does redefine what mastery of this game looks like.
So for you, the listener, the question hangs there, doesn't it? When you finally face Project Raid, are you going to crumble under Dracow's final test, his relentless AI?
Or will you be the one to write that next chapter, overcome his challenge, and prove you're worthy of a whole different kind of glory?
Something to think about until our next deep dive.